highlighting soybeans and their important role in Ohio's animal agriculture, thanks to the Ohio Soybean Council.
Today, I'm talking with Drew Bowman. He's with Bowman and Landis Turkeys in Miami County. And welcome, Drew. It's good to see you today. You've got a lot going on, I'm sure, this time of year.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for having us. Yeah, this is a busy time of year, Bowman and Landis Turkeys, but always an exciting time of year as well.
Yeah. So first, could you just walk me through some of the basics of your business, sort of an overview of what you guys are doing there?
Absolutely. Yeah. So Bowman and Landis Turkeys, we are a family farm, two families involved in a partnership. We've been in this partnership since 1948, starting with my grandfather, Ken Bowman, and his partner, Dennis Landis. So currently we have second, third, and fourth generation family members involved. So we specialize in raising free-range turkeys, meaning they have access to the outdoors, access to the pasture, raised with no antibiotics ever, fed a vegetarian diet with no animal byproducts in the feed. And so we raise turkeys primarily for the Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday, but we also have a USDA inspected further processing facility year round where we make turkey products year round, such as deli meats and turkey burgers and sausages and smoked turkey parts as such. And then we also, another part of our business is row crop farming. So we row crop farm primarily corn and soybeans and a little bit of wheat, about 3,000 acres here in Southwest Ohio.
Now, you mentioned several unique specialty components to your production, the outside access and the no antibiotics and so forth. How important is that for your consumer base that you're working with, and how does that factor into your overall business plan?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a big part of our overall business plan. So when we started raising turkeys in the 1940s, it was very commonplace for turkey farmers to raise their turkeys in an outdoor environment, access to the fresh air and sunshine. Today, we would probably be in the minority, where most turkeys are grown in an indoor barn environment. So we think, in the nice summer, fall months in Ohio, it's a great way to grow turkeys. Obviously they have to start in a temperature controlled barn environment, but letting them outside in the fresh air and sunshine, we think that really helps to a nice, healthy turkey, leads to, good growing conditions, and also leads to a nice, tender, flavorful turkey for the consumer as well.
Yeah. And on the production side, though, does that make extra challenges for you guys in terms of managing those birds in an outdoor environment? I would think that it does.
It does. Yeah. It's definitely a unique set of challenges. So on our pastures, we have outdoor feeders and waters and shelters. So there is more management as far as that goes. We're hauling grain by tractor to outdoor feeders. Then we have run water lines out there. And then, so we're constantly, depending upon the weather, every 3 days to maybe 2 weeks, we're moving their pasture shelters and feeders and waters to give them access to fresh pasture. So each turkey flock that we have on pasture is roughly at about a 13 to 15 acre pasture. So we've got plenty of room to keep moving them around throughout the summer and fall months to give them fresh pasture access. So definitely added elements of labor involved in just raising turkeys in an indoor-outdoor barn environment, which we do as well. But we think it leads to a good quality product.
Now, as you obviously your year, I'm guessing, revolves largely around the Thanksgiving holiday. A lot of people like their turkey on Thanksgiving for good reason.
Right.
Can you walk me through your year and how it works, and how much work then goes into ahead of Thanksgiving and then working on through Christmas and the New Year?
Absolutely. So yeah, there's definitely a lot that goes into it. So outside of a hatchery, we would be considered a vertically integrated farm. So we have to place our turkey poult orders from the hatchery about a year in advance of placement. And then we start receiving turkeys roughly the 1st of July through the middle of August for the Thanksgiving and Christmas season. So they hatch in the morning, come to us in the evening. They spend their entire life here on our turkey farm in New Carlisle, Ohio. And then to get to market age, it's anywhere from 14 to 20 weeks before they're ready for harvest. And then we are unique as well that we have a USDA inspected harvesting facility here on our farm. So we actually can walk our turkeys in to the harvest facility. There's no trucking required to a third party facility. So we control, the entire integration outside of the hatchery, which we think leads to great, quality control We can adjust the turkey's diets, all throughout growing, because we have a feed mill here on site. And then also on the packaging side, that we can control the quality on that. And then the further processing as well to make, bone and breast. We also cook products at the holidays, such as whole smoked turkeys, smoked bone and breast, oven roasted whole turkeys. So we can do all that right here on our farm.
And how many turkeys are you moving through there on a typical monthly basis, or whatever kind of quantification you guys use?
Sure. Yeah. So we raise about 75,000 turkeys for the Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday season here on our farm. So we raise both toms and hens. So we're raising about 80% hens to 20% toms. And then we have two classifications of turkeys. So we raise conventional fed turkeys, and then also non-GMO fed turkeys as well. So we would consider those, different turkey products, if you will, to the end consumer.
And why hens and toms? Does that have some production advantages?
Well, so we aim to please our customers. And so we offer a wide variety of turkey sizes for Thanksgiving. So we offer anything as low as a 10-pound hen, which would be a smaller hen, all the way up to a 30-pound tom. And everything in between. And so we sell our turkeys in 2-pound size increments. So really we have to get a variety of both hens and toms and stage them throughout the summer in order to get our proper sizing throughout the year. So it's an inexact science. We certainly keep a lot of data and track from year to year. So generally we have a pretty good idea of it. But obviously Mother Nature also has its ideas too, so it doesn't always work out 100% according to plan.
Now, high quality birds demand that you have healthy birds, and healthy birds demand high quality feed. So you mentioned you do some row crop farming. Does some of your row crop production then go into that feed in your mill and so forth? And how does all that work?
Yeah, it absolutely does. So as I mentioned, row crop farming is a big part of our business. So we farm here in Miami, Montgomery, Clark County areas. So it's predominantly corn, soybeans, and a little bit of wheat. So we have a feed mill here on site. So we will utilize our own corn. And then the soybeans that we harvest, we will take up to our local Cargill dealer, and then trade and bring back soybean meal. So our turkey diet consists of corn, soybean meal, vegetable oil, and vitamins and minerals. And so then we can mix and grind that all here on site. And then also we use the straw from our wheat as turkey bedding in our barns as well. So try to utilize a lot of that. And then the nice thing about having a feed mill here on site as well is that we can adjust the turkey's dietary needs on a daily basis. So that's one advantage of being able to have an on-site feed mill, that we can really adjust the turkey's diets according to their needs, up to a daily basis if needed.
Now you mentioned vegetable oil and the soybean meal. Those are both components of the soybean, of course. Why is that soy so important, and why is it a valuable part of the overall diet and the health of those birds?
Yeah, so absolutely. So turkeys need protein. So it's a great high quality source of protein at an affordable price point. So starting off, the turkey diet consists roughly of 50% soybean meal. So we start off very heavy, high protein. Obviously gut health is really important. So that is a very important, critical part of that as well. And then as the turkeys grow older, the soybean content goes down to roughly 25% at market age. So anyways, it's a very big component of their diet. And obviously a healthy turkey is all about their diet. So we're very thankful to have high quality crops here in the region. And it seems like our turkeys do really well with that feed.
Oh, excellent. That's been a lot of great information, Drew. Really appreciate it. I've been talking with Drew Bowman. He's with Bowman and Landis Turkeys in Miami County. Appreciate your time today, Drew. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good to be here.